Lately, YouTube has been recommending me a ton of new videos. I see so many big influencers vlogging a day in their life or giving a tour of their brand new NYC apartment, and everything just looks so good. The colors all harmonize with each other, the minimalist aesthetic looks great, and the lighting is just perfect. And even though I love watching these videos, they also make me feel like there's always something more I should be doing to make my life prettier too. And honestly, I'm not always sure how I feel about this. Sometimes I find myself thinking that all these aesthetic designs are super pretty and organized, and I should really put more effort into making my life look that way too. I have this urge to redecorate my room, or make oatmeal with fruits placed perfectly, or redo my notes over and over again just to make sure everything around me looks great. But other times, I feel paralyzed. I feel like I can't study unless my notes are perfect, like those study influencers. I feel like I can't work out unless I have those nice Gymshark sets. I feel like an aesthetic life isn't actually that much better or worth all the effort it takes to make everything look so perfect, because keeping everything aesthetic all the time is actually pretty exhausting. Spending hours to write my notes perfectly isn't very productive, and spending money I don't have just to buy cute gym clothes isn't very smart. So I think to myself, shouldn't I just be focused on how much I enjoy the different things in my life rather than how other people perceive them? I mean, if I'm happy with my room, I love the food that I eat, and I feel good in my outfits, I'm pretty sure that's good enough. And I think that's the most important part. You can do things that make you happy, that are healthy, and make you feel good without it being aesthetic. In today's video, let's talk about why how you feel is much more important than how things look.
Just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way.
You might think that I'm telling you to never try to look good, or never dress up nice, or never give your room a really nice aesthetic, but that's not quite it. Because having your room organized or your outfit be on point can definitely feel amazing. It's just that that's why you want to do it, not because it's trendy or expected of you, but because it fills you with confidence and makes you feel good about yourself. For example, I know that when I start studying for an exam and all the notes I've taken are well organized and color coded, it actually makes it easier to study. Reviewing is a lot less stressful when my notes are clear, organized, and legible, and I don't have to struggle to find important information.
It is so scarily foggy outside. Look at this.
Similarly, when my room and apartment are nice and organized, I find it a lot more enjoyable to be at home because I'm a lot more relaxed and happier with my living space. So if you're trying to make your life more aesthetic for reasons like these, then keep going. It'll only make your life better. Everything is good now. Let's go back home. It's just that sometimes the pressure to make everything look more aesthetic actually drags you down. If you're spending time and money to make your room look like a TikTok trend without actually asking yourself whether you like the way it looks, in the end, you're probably not going to be very happy with your room. And if you're focusing so much on making your notes pretty that you're not actually paying attention to your lectures or too stressed to review them because they're not absolutely perfect, then you're going to make studying a lot harder and time consuming than it has to be.
Every hour we spend together, and suddenly the chances are small, just like the Lord.
When I first started YouTube and TikTok, I was so afraid to even begin because I didn't have the nicest, most aesthetic room. I didn't have big windows and nice lighting. I didn't have clear skin or the nicest workout clothes. But I realized that it's okay. I'm still trying my best to live a healthy and organized life, even without all those things. And I'm sure most of you are in the same boat. I still like making my notes neat, but I won't rip an entire page out and start over just because I messed up a word or two. I still love working out and feeling great, but I won't skip a gym session just because I ran out of nice workout sets to wear. An old t-shirt and my soccer shorts will work all the same. I realized that if I was putting so much effort into being aesthetic that I'm actually making things harder, I'm probably doing something wrong. Focus on the aesthetic things in life that make me happier, less stressed, and more confident. If you love taking pictures of yourself but don't know how to make them look perfect for Instagram, don't let that stop you. It isn't because your pictures aren't perfectly aesthetic that you can't look and feel amazing. And no matter what, always look for ways to be original and express your own creativity. A lot of people actually value someone who isn't afraid to be and think for themselves more than they value the trendiness or conventional beauty. Being unafraid to be your own person. So don't ever feel pressure to spend lots of money on designer clothes or fancy accessories if those things don't actually appeal to you. If I can promise you one thing, it's that the people around you who truly matter in the end won't care about that anyways.
But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did when I think about you now.
In my experience, a lot of my happiness and sense of self-worth comes from a feeling of authenticity. I want to present a version of myself to the world that's representative of who I really am, not who I think the world wants me to be. I want to wake up every day and feel like I'm doing things that I genuinely want to be doing, not because I think society expects me to do them, but because they really, truly matter to me. I find that it's hard to be happy when I feel like I'm only ever doing things because my parents expect me to do them or because I want to look a certain way to my friends. And I think that we're all like this. We all naturally want to do things that are exciting and that we're passionate about. And if we don't have anything like that in our lives, then we're always going to feel like there's something missing.
It's almost 12. I actually have an appointment to get my nails painted, and I haven't had my nails painted for probably like a year. So I'm excited for that.
Research says similar things. In one study, researchers found that people who scored higher on a measure of authentic living reported greater happiness, more positive emotions, and higher self-esteem than people who reported being less authentic.
I got a blue color for the springtime. Now I have an appointment to get my hair cut. It's really long right now, actually.
More authentic people also reported having better relationships with others and more personal growth. Although authentic people tend to have happier relationships, many people may avoid authenticity in their relationships because they fear rejection.
Honestly, nails, I don't think it's for me.
Instead of showing up as yourself, you show up as the person you think everyone else will like. Ironically, presenting ourselves in the way we think others want may actually hinder us when we work to build close relationship with others.
Better angle. So here's what my new hair looks like. I cut all the bottom off. I like that it's shorter now because when I put it in a ponytail, it's way less heavy. I also got some food, grilled cheese, creamy tortellini tomato soup. So I've been chilling for a bit and now I'm off to my soccer game.
I couldn't face it, but now I do. Truth is, I was never in love with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
next time you do something, ask yourself how that choice actually made you feel. Are you really happier because you have that Prada bag, fancy Fuji water, or Gymshark workout set? Way too often, we confuse the temporary thrill and validation we get from other people's attention with genuine respect and admiration. We think that if other people are looking at us, then we're probably doing something right. But the two are not the same, and it's important to realize that we'll never truly be happy until we feel content with ourselves, not by seeking praise from others, but by becoming a person who we can truly respect and admire.
I just went on a walk to go pick up this package from YouTube. Ignore this, it just has like my address and stuff underneath, so I covered it with my math homework. I'm so excited to open it.
That's why you want your choices to align with your own values, so that as often as possible, we can be proud of the choices that we make. And of course, that's not always easy. We all do things we later regret and wish we hadn't done. Learning from our own mistakes is just part of maturing and growing up. But if you're always trying to meet other people's expectations rather than your own, then you'll definitely struggle to feel happy with yourself, because even when you do meet society's expectations, trends will evolve. Standards will go up, and before you know it, you'll be feeling unsatisfied with yourself all over again. The next time you feel like you have to change something about yourself, maybe you feel like you need new hair, or you need to buy new clothes, or start going to parties, and ask yourself, am I doing these things for the right reasons? Am I even going to enjoy it? And most importantly, how will I really feel about myself after I do it? Make your choices based on the answers to those questions, not based on how you think others will perceive you. Because in the end, that's not what makes you happy, so why bother with it?